Well,
Hello.
and happy Thanksgiving, all.
Hey!
We got special for you guys. We're not going to be talking about cryptids or anything too unusual, but we are going to be talking about the great holiday of Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah. I have no idea what's happening, by the way. This is... Keith has all of the prep, and that is minimal as fuck.
Minimal. It's going to be a tight 20. Just wanted to throw something out there for the holiday.
I'm giving it 15.
I'm going to make 20 because I've got 18 things, and it's going to take at least a minute, 0.2 seconds each. We were going to get that 20 minutes in.
Welcome to Dookie Shorts. This is our Thanksgiving special.
Extravaganza!
There we go. This is way too exciting.
Woo! Man,
Yeah,
I love
boy.
turkey.
Oh, fuck yeah. Turkey. God damn right.
Matthew and I are going to be spending Thanksgiving together this year.
Yeah,
which
down
I'm very
south.
excited about.
In the great land of New Orleans.
Nolans. And so we aren't going to be here, so we thought we'd put a little something together to post for you guys.
I'll do my best to have this automatically upload on Thanksgiving. You guys watch it when you want it.
Do what you want to do, but it'll be out
I'm
there.
not your boss.
We're throwing it into the world for you. We'll probably do a Christmas special too, just because that's how we roll. But
We're not going to be doing it on Christmas.
no, it won't be live. It'll be like this. It'll be.
I don't like you guys that much.
Yeah, I mean, I got to hang out with Santa and Krampus and things. Might be foreshadowing as to what we're talking about, but fuck. All right, so what I've got is I just took a few minutes and I got together some Thanksgiving facts.
We're talking maybe
Minutes.
3-4 minutes worth
No, it
of...
was at least 18 minutes because it took time to type this out, and I'm not.
Oh, you
fast
typed
typing.
this?
I typed it. I went clickety clack. Don't show it to them. I haven't said it. Now they can pause it, read ahead, and not watch the show.
You give these people way too much credit. Oh, God.
So, anyways,
All right, Thanksgiving. Facts.
Thanksgiving facts number one.
Number 1.
Much of what we know about what happened at the first Thanksgiving actually comes from a pilgrim chronicler named Edward Winslow. So we don't have a lot of stuff.
Is this where, like, the painting and shit comes from?
Some of it is, yeah. He
Okay.
didn't paint it, but they're based off of his writings.
Recollections.
I was thinking about printing out what he said and did it, but y'all have Google figure it out. I gave you his name, Edward Winslow. Look it up. It was long and real hard to read because it's in Old English.
That sounds not enjoyable at all.
But anyways,
sorry, Edward. I don't like you that much.
he just kind of explained what happened. So the Pilgrims celebrated the first successful harvest by firing. So this is what a lot of people think. Again, it's based off of what this guy said. A lot of people think that like the Indians were invited to dinner or to the celebration.
I thought the Indians saved their bacon.
See, and that's the other thing. That's not what happened. They actually had a successful first year harvest and wanted to celebrate. Part of how they celebrated that was by shooting off guns and firing cannons.
I mean, these guys sound kind of Wisconsin-y.
Yeah, fair. It's Massachusetts, but yeah. The noise alarmed I'm going to pronounce it wrong, and I do apologize. You want to read it? It's the blue one.
Wampanoag.
Yeah, I don't think you said it right either.
We're going to go with it, though.
Wampanoag Nation.
Wampanoag.
Wampanoag Nation, who sent people to investigate. When they did that, they also hunted in the area, and they stuck around for a few days to make sure everything was cool, basically, because they didn't trust these foreigners.
Fucking
But they
white people.
ended up
I
being
can't say that.
fed.
Sorry.
They ended up being fed by, because they were trying to be peaceful. So at this point in time, we had already had some bad relations throughout the last few times people had been dropped off, and they were trying to make better relations with
Makes
the
sense.
native people. And part of that was like, let's share food with the celebration. So they hung out for a few days and ate, and they were part of it. It just wasn't planned to be part of it. So the first Thanksgiving was in 1621, and it was not called Thanksgiving. It was just a 3-day harvest festival.
That's a long time ago.
It was.
I was going to do the
was
math,
a
but
minute.
I don't trust myself.
We discussed talking about Roanoke, which some of you probably know what that is, and we will do an episode on it, but I didn't have the time to give you guys what you deserve.
Yes.
But just so you guys know, Roanoke took place in the 1500s.
That's even longer time ago.
Longer time ago. So it also is thought to have happened not on the date that we use, which is I think the 3rd or 4th Thursday of the month. How was it?
Third, I believe. Yeah.
Of November. It actually probably took place mid-September or early November is what they think, because it'd be during harvest. Like, this was too late in the season. It'd be cold as AF up in Massachusetts right now.
These motherfuckers are still harvesting corn.
In Wisconsin, but Massachusetts is further north and
That's
colder.
fair.
So they think that it included 50 pilgrims, 90 of the American Indians or Wampanoag Indians.
Sure. Let's stop saying it so that we stop abusing it.
Listen, I don't mean it to be abusive. I'm just trying, and I know I'm failing. It is believed to have lasted 3 days, and it is also believed by historians that only 5 women were present. It was almost all male, which,
Is that because there were only 5 women in the colony?
to be fair, there probably weren't a ton.
This is the first successful harvest. Maybe it was before like
lot of
the
the families had come
settlers
in.
and everything like actually showed up.
That's possible because it was the first year.
Yeah.
It was the first year.
Maybe it's just a sausage fest.
So turkey was not on the menu for the first Thanksgiving.
Moved right on past that.
I'm going to ignore it.
Okay.
Turkey was on the menu. What do you think was on the menu?
Let's see.
Don't look at my sheet.
I didn't look at anything. I'm gonna guess pheasant. And
Nope.
okay. Let's see.
You're not far from it, though.
It's not turkey and it's not pheasant. So it's chicken.
Nope.
What poultry was there?
Duck was the only poultry.
Okay. That's fair.
Oh, that's not true. Goose. Duck and goose.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would not have picked goose in a million years. Duck makes sense.
And to be honest, that's not even the weirdest one on here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, first off, think about where they are.
yeah,
Think of where they're located.
Massachusetts. So fishes, I would imagine, of some kind.
Fish were likely served, it says.
Let's see. For vegetables,
They only have one listed.
is it corn?
Is not listed, but I think that's a given
Okay.
because it was part of the corn harvest.
I'm going to say some kind of squash. And maybe it's pumpkin. Maybe it's, but no squashes.
It's pumpkin, yeah.
okay.
So they have pumpkin and cranberries.
Okay.
There was also venison.
Yeah, that
You
makes sense.
said duck.
Well, I didn't say, but yeah.
Well, yeah, duck and goose.
given.
We said fish, but there was also lobster. It's
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, yeah.
Oysters and eel.
That would not be my ideal Thanksgiving dinner.
No, but they're just looking for food that is readily available.
I'm pretty
to make
sure I'd
people
starve.
survive.
Thanks.
So, like I said, there are pumpkins and cranberries, but there was no pumpkin pie or cranberry sauce. That's not
that's-
how they ate them.
Outrageous.
I know. It's
this is-
un-American.
120 years before
America.
America.
That's fair. That's fair. So actually, Lincoln, President Lincoln, proclaimed Thanksgiving a national holiday on what date? What month?
I have literally no idea.
It was October.
Okay.
It's October 3rd,
Is this during?
1863.
So that's after the Civil War, 1863.
Yeah, I think it probably was.
Let's
so-
not embarrass
Yeah,
ourselves.
that's
and like
242 years later before it became a national holiday.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's a ton.
That's a
Do you
hot
know
minute.
why it became a national holiday?
Because we wanted to be so thankful.
That's not accurate. So Sarah Joseph
I feel like I'm getting debated.
Hale
Okay. Sarah Joseph Hale.
convinced Lincoln to make it a national
Mm-hmm.
holiday after writing letters to him for 17 years.
That is definitely a reason to make a national holiday.
Just
to
so
make
she'll
her
stop. So do you know who Sarah Joseph Hale is? Josephia Hale. No? Any idea? Throwing anything out there?
Let's see. She was the daughter of the.
She was a writer. I'll give you that. What did she write?
Probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, so you're close.
What?
It was
I'm talking total shit.
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Okay,
She's the writer of Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I mean, those are
So
very similar.
She, wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb, and then stopped writing so she could spend 17 years writing the president going, we need a national holiday
Pestering him.
about this thing that happened 243 years ago.
It's understandable.
Stat.
Immediately.
Oh, man.
Well, or in 17 years, I guess.
So how many towns in the United States are named Turkey? It's more than one.
So it's got to be more than one and less than 50. I'm going to go with 18.
No, it's 4.
Oh, damn it.
And those are located in Arizona, Texas, Louisiana, and North Carolina.
Louisiana's representing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out, Turkey.
We should, on our drive down,
See if we can stop at Turkey.
stop in Turkey, Louisiana.
All right. Then we could post it to the Facebook page on Thanksgiving along with this video.
Yeah.
Not going to happen, y'all.
I mean, maybe if it's on the way, I don't know. Who knows? But
So what do you think is the average number of calories consumed by a person on a Thanksgiving?
4,300.
Wow. Okay. That's real close. And that's surprising because it seems super low to me. So the average number is 4,500. So you were really close.
Wow.
But like
I
4,500 is
thought, I mean,
an
that's,
average day for an adult male, I would think. Yeah.
I don't
Not
think that's-
meal. Adult. An average day.
Right, and it's supposed to be 2,000 calories a day is what, like, the stupid people in the government
Well,
think
if
you're
you
supposed
look
to.
at the average, that's including children and small women. Like if you go by individual people and size and height, I think
I definitely weigh
mine's
more
like
than
4.
2,000.
I think it's like 4,000 is what I'm supposed to eat if I'm eating a healthy diet.
I've never looked up what I'm
Yeah,
supposed to,
I
which is
look it
probably why I weigh as much as I do.
But I think what it says is the average number of calories consumed on Thanksgiving. I think what they mean is for the meal. Because
Yeah,
if you have Thanksgiving at my house, you're eating all day.
Yeah.
There's like
Well,
there's
and
the
that's-
deviled eggs, there's cookies, there's pastries, there's all that. Like I eat 4,500 calories before dinner.
Which I think that's because you're grazing the entire day.
Absolutely.
They probably mean over the course of that, it's the meal of. A lot of people do lunch, a lot of people do dinner, but
Yeah, but like I
the
feel like,
grazing of because
I feel like I could hit
4,500 calories is a
in
lot
one
of
meal.
fucking calories.
You see how much gravy is on my plate
Yeah.
at Thanksgiving? I mean, you haven't, but you're gonna. It's a lot. You know how much butter I use?
All of it.
Yeah, cows die.
Cows have died for the butter for my one
Meal.
biscuit.
Yeah. I don't like dry biscuits, people. Butter them biscuits.
Okay, so I got close on one. I'm
You were
gonna
really
I'm gonna,
close.
I'm gonna
I mean,
fucking take that.
Like that was pretty good. I'm
I
not
thought
gonna lie.
I thought 4,500 made too much sense, so I adjusted.
You shouldn't have.
No,
Should have
I
gone with your gut.
My ample gut.
So Butterball,
The famous turkey and or
manufacturer. I'm gonna say manufacturer.
that's fair. They have a hotline.
They have a hotline. That's what this is about. So how many?
Do you want to know
calls.
why I know they have a hotline?
Yeah, I do actually. Have you been
This
making these calls?
No. This is less interesting, but there's
That by all means, please stop what we're doing.
We're gonna
'cause you're
bring it
about to
down a lot.
ruin-
Yes. There's an episode of The West Wing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to
which-
be Seinfeld.
no.
That your dad told you about.
That would have been apropos but wrong. So there's an episode of The West Wing, and they talk about it, and it's like the running gag of the entire episode is the Butterball hotline.
Nice.
And the president of the United States is calling the Butterball hotline, and he can't get through. He's on hold, and
The president's on hold.
Yeah, and it's just. I don't want to ruin it. Look it up. It's a fucking hilarious episode.
I'm not going to watch it. But don't ruin it for them.
You're gonna watch it, and you're gonna like it.
Not even. I don't want to watch The West Wing. So, anyways, Butterball Hotline. How many phone calls about turkey questions are they getting? Turkey cooking questions are they getting in just November and December?
1.17 million.
No. Too high.
212,000.
Much closer, but still no. The answer is 100,000.
Damn it.
Which seems like a round number, and I feel like you're not giving me exact information,
Absolutely,
Butterball.
they're not.
Get
This
with
is
the program.
These are some lies.
I mean, it's probably over 100,000, and they're like, we ain't counting anymore because we're too busy answering the phone.
Our 12
Whoever's
employees.
got the clicker over there, knock it off and pick up a phone.
Click.
337,330,001. Get on the phones. All right. So the tradition of football on Thanksgiving began in what year?
19.
No. Yeah, I know.
Wow. I did not expect 18.
Don't say 17.
1893.
Okay, not bad. It started in 1876. And who was
That
it
seems
between?
way too long ago.
Yeah.
Do these teams exist
Yes.
still?
Yes. They're colleges.
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
You do. I guarantee it.
Notre Dame.
Nope, but that's a good guess.
You're like, nope. But actually,
Notre Dame's a solid guess because they've been around forever
Yeah.
and are a huge football school.
Okay.
But nay.
Stanford.
No, but I had to check because that sounds right.
I'm just fucking making shit up at this
I
point.
mean, you're actually like you're hitting on all cylinders. I had to check on that one. Like, wait a minute, is that?
Princeton.
Yes, that's one of them.
Okay.
1 out of 3, not bad. That's pretty good. You know how many fucking colleges there are?
I know. This is
a home run.
This is taxing me way more than it should.
That's at least an infield home run.
I'll take it. And
The other one's a shorter name. It's also Ivy League, much like all the
Yale.
other- Yeah, that's it. Nice.
that was a
2 for 4.
that was a really good suggestion
Yeah, I figured, but like
or hint.
those
I
are
guess.
all kind of falling into that. I don't know if Notre Dame does, but
think
age-wise, they might be. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yale and Princeton, 1876 was the first
That
on
is
Thanksgiving
really
football
a
day.
long fucking time.
It really
ago.
is, isn't it? I mean, we're talking 140 some years at this point
Yeah.
in time.
That's so
144 years, 46
Don't
years.
do the math.
It's 146 years.
I'm not doing the math.
That's fast math.
Just sure. Yep.
When was the first NFL game played on Thanksgiving?
So this is going to be 1940,
No.
1912,
No.
1906.
No.
Am I going the right direction?
No.
So the NFL is only
You got the 19 right.
yeah.
You don't have to go any
part's-
further into the 18s. College started that shit.
Was I close with the 1930 something?
You never said 1930. You said 1940 something.
Okay. Was 1930 something?
That's closer than the 1940 something.
1929.
1920.
Fuck it. I'll take these. Listen, I have no.
That's all I got.
That's it.
That's it. There's 18 of them. That's all I got.
That was less than 15 minutes.
Is it really? You need to chat more.
How is this my fault? Okay.
Because you
Let's-
put it 0.
I feel like I did a really good job
great.
extemporizing.
You did. I'm not going to lie. I actually had a bunch of other stuff that I was going to put on here, but because I was
he
going to do
didn't.
the Roanoke stuff, I was going to do 1 page for Thanksgiving and then 1 page for Roanoke, and I didn't do the Roanoke. I could talk about Roanoke for a while because I know a lot about it, but I don't want to.
Do it
I want to do it
correctly.
right. So
What?
let's talk about yams.
So,
So I had a conversation with Matthew earlier, and he was talking about how we're going to have
nothing.
candied yams.
Nothing
Correct?
that he is saying is accurate.
Oh, we 100% said
None of
all
it.
this. So you said we're going to have candied yams.
Candied yams,
And I
yes.
said, 'cause I like candied yams. And I said, I also like sweet potatoes. To which you said,
My memory was that sweet potatoes don't exist, that we eat yams. This is what I internalized at some point, and I just ran with it. This is fake news.
this is fake news.
This is 100% fake news.
First off,
yams,
you also said they were the same thing.
Americans enjoy yams and sweet potatoes, and they are the same thing.
Yes, and they're sweet potatoes.
Correct.
They're not yams.
We have never had a yam in our lives.
Probably not.
Almost certainly
Most live-
nobody has had a yam.
It's not that they aren't
the United
available in the
States.
U.S. They're very rare in the U.S., but it's
And they
very
taste like
common.
ass.
Yeah, they don't have any. They're not sweet. They're from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
They are more white in texture, and whereas sweet potatoes can actually be orange, white, or brown in texture.
I did not know that.
But generally, what we see are the orange ones with
Mm-hmm.
the light brown skin. But so those are all sweet potatoes, and a lot of grocery stores call them yams because we live in a world of lies, much like the Chamber of Rhinelander. So
That's a throwback to last episode.
throwback Rhinelander, come get at me. But anyways,
I don't think he's not making sense.
yams don't exist in your world.
Correct. I have never had a yam.
No, but
I've
sweet
had
potatoes
many
are
sweet potatoes that have
amazing.
been labeled as yams.
Yes. So just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
My mom makes her Thanksgiving spread.
Let's hear about it because I'm excited.
Yeah, so we're actually going to visit my parents for
We're there
Thanksgiving.
right now.
As you hear this, we are
We are
stuffing
there.
our faces
I'm at 3,800
With-
calories.
with
It's
this
going.
spread. So it starts
The
out.
spread that you can't see.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not physically here at the moment, but typically we have turkey. Obviously,
Very nice.
the basic. Basic's not the right word.
That's
The
not the right word,
normal,
but the
the normal
standard.
standard turkey.
Okay.
But my mom also always does a honey baked ham. Can you stop fucking with
It's
stuff?
moving.
It's fine.
Honey baked ham.
Yeah. So we do turkey, honey baked ham,
I haven't had ham on Thanksgiving in a long time. I'm excited about
and
that.
then honey baked. So the company Honey Baked, they do honey baked ham, and then we also do a honey baked turkey, which is so fucking good. It's probably the best.
Do you do a regular turkey and a honey baked turkey?
Yes.
Oh, well, now I'm even more excited. I was just thinking you
So
did the honey baked. I remember
we-
you told me about it. I thought you did a honey baked turkey.
We go hard in the paint.
Nice.
There's going to be a lot of food.
Nice.
We
generally
probably
do
have
2 or 3 turkeys.
5,800 calories worth of yams,
I hope so.
sweet potatoes.
Thank you.
Got to correct myself.
And to be honest, so here's another throw. Like, I don't know if the canned yams are actually yams because they've been candied. Those could be from overseas because they're canned.
No, not canned. Candied.
Oh. Candied yams are
So
still
they're-
sometimes canned yams, though.
Oh, they may be. We do them.
But you
fresh.
candy
yeah,
them.
We
You get
correct. We
Sweet
take
potatoes.
sweet
and
potatoes.
you candy them, and then you change their name.
You remove them from the skin.
Skin.
So you make mashed sweet potatoes,
Excellent.
and then on top of it, you do a
Brown sugar?
marshmallow and brown sugar
a
glaze.
little butter.
Yes, not a little.
Oh, all the butter.
A lot of butter.
I need some
we
butter
may-
for my biscuits and things.
We may kill probably
More than
5
one
or
cows.
6 cows.
We'll bring cows with.
We are coming from Wisconsin.
Yes.
Makes sense. So yeah, the candied yams and then the twice baked potatoes.
Excellent.
So
With some
which
bacon.
is it's a baked potato, but you take out the inside and you mash it with lots of butter and usually I think we put chives and bacon bits and stuff. Yeah, I mean it's fresh bacon.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then you put that back in the skin, so you have disassembled a potato, and then you put it back in,
Yeah.
and then you put cheese
Oh yeah, and more butter.
and butter, and then you
Chives.
bake it again, and it melts all the cheese, and it's so fucking good.
Oh man.
Glorious.
Yes. And then
Uh,
I put all that shit on the same fork that you've said so far.
Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
quite a party in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
We have done in the past. I don't know if this is going to happen this year because it's not healthy. None of this stuff's healthy.
I don't
But
like anything you're saying.
this one,
Now I want it. I don't know what it is, but I want it.
it's cream corn.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I fucking love cream
Cream
corn.
corn's amazing. Lauren hates cream corn, and she doesn't know what she's missing.
We might leave Lauren here
Yeah, because I'm gonna fill her seat with cream corn.
on the way back. A pot of cream corn,
Pot of cream corn.
buckled in,
I'm gonna drive and like reach back with a giant like
a ladle.
ladle and just fucking pour cream corn all over my face. That sounds amazing.
I'm not sure about that. I was on board until you started pouring it on your face.
I'm just gonna pour it in my mouth.
There you go.
Okay.
Then you can enjoy it that
There.
way.
That makes. I mean, it's
Because
warm.
if it's on your face, then it's
warm.
like-
it's cold outside,
Okay.
and some
Interesting.
of it goes in my mouth, and it's good.
Let's see.
I also like regular corn, but cream corn's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, we've done it a lot in the past. I don't think we did it last year, but anyways,
I always want green beans and shit.
we have a
I'm sure
green
you
bean
do, 'cause
casserole.
everybody has green bean casserole.
Very dismissive. I mean, that's at least 200 calories.
That I'm not eating. I don't like green beans.
You're gonna abstain from one of the items.
Just the green beans.
What if the green beans have bacon in them?
And I will pick that bacon off and pop them into my mouth like little popcorn candies.
Okay, that's one way to do it. There's also Brussels sprouts usually, which are
I make Brussels sprouts.
broiled with a balsamic glaze.
That's how I make mine too, and I usually put bacon on them.
Very choice.
I might have a thing with bacon. But yeah, that's how I make my Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
too.
you definitely have a thing with bacon.
Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah, you guys have a relationship. And then there's the usual. I think they're Hawaiian rolls, but they're like they're not the like mass produced Hawaiian rolls. They're the like the nicer Hawaiian rolls.
Let's talk about Hawaiian rolls.
I don't know why the fuck they're called that. Are they from Hawaii?
Yeah, so it's Hawaiian bread. Hawaiian rolls are a new thing, really, like in the last 10, 15 years. But I remember as a kid getting Hawaiian bread, which was a round loaf of bread that looked like a giant cupcake.
Okay.
And it had like that lightish brown skin on the top, and it was kind of like crunchy, like it was in a metal container in a bag, and you sliced it like pie, and then you put like butter on it. You could heat it up in the microwave. It was amazing. It tasted like the rolls, but way better. And I haven't seen one of those since they came out with the rolls, which pisses me off.
I had never heard of Hawaiian rolls or Hawaiian bread before I had the
Best.
orange packaged Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah, it was the
whatever
same
they're-
package, but it was a giant cupcake piece of bread.
Interesting.
We should look it up. But it was so good. And we cut it like kind of pie slice, but it was bread, but it was really soft and flaky, and you butter
I mean,
it.
if it's anything like the rolls, I mean,
But it wasn't as dense. It was because it was such a big loaf. It was softer, and it like melted in your mouth. I haven't thought about that in a long time, and I need a minute.
You gonna be okay?
I'm just thinking about all the butter I could put on it. It's such a big piece of bread. The rolls only hold like a little bit of butter.
It's true.
I could
Bread would be a butter conveyance method.
If I cut a triangle of that, I could slather that with butter,
and then put
and I
more
could
butter on
put
it.
some ham and some turkey on it and fold it up because it's a goddamn piece of bread. Unlike these little tiny rolls that I got to eat 17 of.
On the flip side, you do get 17 of them,
I do get 17 of them. That's good.
which is that's,
I feel like when you have Thanksgiving, I hope your mom's listening. She's not gonna hear in time, but we should tell her.
right. I mean, this is
Everybody
we
gets
could
their
listen to
own
this while
bag
we're
of rolls. Each person. There's two things I want.
each person gets 18 rolls.
They're so small. You just pop those things in your mouth like candy. I want everybody gets one thing of rolls
And a whole box of butter.
and a whole box of butter, soft, like it's room temperature, smooth, not fucking fake butter, real butter but smooth. And then the next thing everybody gets their own container of Cool Whip, the one that you like rip off the plastic top on. It's like a bucket of Cool Whip.
Interesting. We've
And then
never done
everybody,
Cool Whip. Okay.
and then everybody gets a piece of pie, and you take your triangle piece of pie and you set it in the Cool Whip.
This sounds fantastic.
Fuck yeah! Was it like $12? Let's do this.
I'm starting to discover why Keith thinks 4,500 calories is not enough. I
is
mean,
fair.
that dessert is 4,500 calories.
Yeah, and worth it.
Sure. I've never had it. I would imagine you'd get pretty
I mean, to
tired
me,
of Cool Whip.
Usually, what I do is I get the piece and I put a whole thing of Cool Whip and put it on top of
Sure.
it, and then you kind of find the pie while you're eating the Cool Whip, and it's like a nice little surprise.
And then you get
it's like,
to
oh,
have a
that
whole
one wasn't
second piece of
just Cool
pie.
Whip, that's also pie. But this,
your leftover
like,
Cool Whip.
you just rip the top off and you just set the thing in there, and it's just what a presentation
Sure.
is really what it is.
It's pie on a bed of Cool Whip.
That's nestled next to a 18-pack of buns that are slathered with butter.
Yeah, I think Keith's is probably 1,600 calories. 16,000 calories.
I'm hungry.
We're
What else? What else is she gonna make? Can I send a note
about the rolls.
about the rolls and the Cool Whip? I'll bring the Cool Whip.
Is there a Wisconsin Cool Whip?
No, it's just Cool Whip. Just regular
That's
Cool
boring.
Whip.
There's got to, like, we're
I can buy it in Wisconsin.
fucking dairy people.
Yeah, but Cool Whip's not dairy.
Is it not?
No, it's oil.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Learn
Most of
something
the
new every day.
whipped butter and whipped cream, those are usually oil based.
Like whipped cream.
Now, yeah, whipped cream is oil based too a lot of the times.
It fucking says cream in the name.
It does, but the advertising is generally lies. There are whipped creams that are cream, but a lot of them are just.
I live in a time of lies.
Yeah, I mean that's
very
fair.
upsetting.
That's fair. What else you making?
So we went with the rolls. I'm trying to think back of what I.
I gonna make chicken while I'm down there?
You're definitely gonna have to smoke some chicken.
Okay,
that
we
was
can do
so
that.
good.
That was good.
Bring the seasoning
The
that you
seasoning.
use.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've missed some items. So, cranberry. She does the
I'm gonna
the
not partake of two
the
things.
canned cranberry, like the sheath of
That
cranberry.
looks like Jello.
Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks.
And then she also does
Regular cranberries.
the
Also don't want
cranberry, the smushed cranberry jam.
Yeah.
Which they're both equally good.
Hard pass.
That's fair. Obviously gravy, like a shit ton.
So much gravy. You can't have enough gravy.
The gravy
You
boat.
need that gravy to last for days.
the
Because you
gravy
gotta have
bo-
sandwiches,
Stop talking.
sandwiches.
Stop talking. The gravy
a
boat
moist maker.
usually gets. So we call them something different. We'll go into that. The gravy boat, one of those big ass, like this big, full of gravy,
It's for
usually
me?
gets refilled about 4 or 5 times.
Okay, so it's for me.
And then there's a whole, the big pots.
Oh yeah.
We're talking like 10 gallons
Oh yeah.
full of gravy.
So good.
Yeah.
You can't have, nobody ever has enough gravy. Like, that's what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything needs to have fucking gravy. I'm going to put gravy on the fucking cream corn. Like, I want gravy on everything. I might eat the green beans if you put gravy on. Like, I probably won't, but, like, I would at least consider it. I'd be like, I can at least eat the gravy off of these and maybe I'd get a little bit of nutrition. But you can't have enough gravy and butter
Yeah.
and rolls
Uh-huh.
and Cool Whip. And throw some turkey in there.
So this might be the last episode with Keith on it. I'm foreseeing at least one heart attack for Keith.
I mean, that's fair. There's hospitals in New Orleans. Oh, no.
They believe in the voodoo medicine.
Yeah, that might help. That might be better. Some of the care I've had in the past.
So the gravy McJams is what we call them.
I'm sorry, what? You said a sound that I don't know.
Gravy McJam.
Mick Jam.
Yeah. So
Like Nick
it's
Cheese, the
kind
director?
of kind of like a moist maker, but it's the Hawaiian rolls.
Okay.
Break it in half.
Okay.
You
Okay.
put
Okay.
you can't hold this item.
No.
It is generally eaten with a knife or a spoon.
Okay. You soak that shit in
fork or
the, in
spoon.
the.
So you have the bottom. You put turkey or ham, whichever.
Okay.
You would abstain from the McJam part, which is cranberry
Yep, don't
jam,
want that.
which is fine. But the gravy part, slathered,
Okay.
and then you,
Put the hat back on. Okay.
and so you have a sandwich,
That you can't pick up.
either ham or turkey. Well, I mean, you could pick it up, but
It'd be
it's
messy. Well, here's
you're
what
gonna
I'll say.
wear most of it.
You got like a piece of bread.
Mhm.
You got some turkey. Some salt, because people are forgetting the salt on turkey. You need salt. You got butter on there.
I mean, it's on
And
the
then
table.
gravy. Okay. Okay.
uh-huh.
And then you put a gravy-soaked piece of bread on that.
Uh-huh.
You can put, if you want cranberries and shit, you put that on there. But I put more turkey on, or ham.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then more gravy, and then another butter bread. And then you pick it up because you can still handle it because of the regular bread, but you've got that soaked gravy bread in the middle.
You're not gonna be able to handle that.
I'm gonna do it.
Have you done this before? Is this
Yeah.
a thing? Okay,
It's from Friends.
right. I understand, but
It's the last good thing in Ross's life.
and then that was when the person ate it, right? Somebody.
Yeah, his boss ate it.
Yeah, and then
Then he had to go to counseling because he
and-
yelled at his boss.
Yeah.
And they gave him some medicine. So he's not worried about being mad at his boss anymore.
I remember that was a good episode.
It was a good episode. And
Almost as good
I'm
as
gonna live
the-
that episode in tasty sandwich delightfulness in less
It's
than a
almost
week.
as good as the West Wing episode.
Not accurate, because one is a fantastic show and the other one is the West
Dessert.
Wing. We talked about dessert. There's gonna be Cool Whip.
Yeah, and you said there was going to be a piece of pie. A piece of pie.
Piece of pie in the Cool Whip.
Yeah.
And then you get a fork.
What kind of
What
pies?
else do you need? Well, that's this pumpkin pie because it's Cool Whip and pumpkin pie.
And that's the only piece of pie you would put in there.
It's the only one I would put in there. I like other pies, but I don't need them with the Cool Whip.
So we usually do
Yes.
pecan pie,
Delicious.
pumpkin pie, obviously.
Excellent.
Though I'm pretty sure we also have a yam pie, sweet potato pie, which is
Oh, I've never had a sweet potato. I've heard of that. I've never had a sweet
trying
potato
to
pie,
remember
but I
if
would
we have
definitely
both
try
of
it.
them
It's definitely
or
not a
just
yam
one
pie.
of them. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is sweet potato pie is what it's called. So yeah,
I've never had a sweet potato. I'm intrigued.
I think I can't remember if we do both of them or just one of them.
Yeah,
Regardless,
we'll eat it.
and then there's usually a fruit pie.
What is a fruit pie?
We've done
I mean, I know what the
apple
individual
specific.
ones are.
We've done apple specific. We've done cherry specific, and then I think last year we did like a mixed berry pie. It had apples and. Are you hearing something? That's a banging subsystem.
Oh, I thought someone was like coming through the house. Yeah, come at me, bro.
I'm gonna throw pie at them.
I will throw a green screen at them.
Suddenly, you'll see the rest of the room.
But what's a mix? You were talking about like a mixed.
Mixed fruit
Fruit
pie.
pie.
Yeah, it's just a smorgasbord. It's
I
a
don't understand. Is it like
it's a fruit cake.
it's like a fruit? I was gonna say, is it
in
like
pie
a fruit
form.
cake? That's not a good sale. Just so you know, don't
No,
advertise it like that.
right, that's
it's
not
what
what it
came
is.
to my head though, and I was like, I hope it's not what
It's
that is.
all of the fruits in a pie
That haven't been dried out for 14 years and then baked into bread.
and shared around by every grandmother that doesn't want to eat them.
Passes it on. So it's just like
yeah.
like cherry.
It's just a
and-
fruit pie. Yeah,
all right. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
we'll see. I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll see.
there's not like a fixed. These are all homemade pies.
Yeah, I
homemade
understand.
crusts, everything.
The crusts are going to be good no matter what, I think.
Yeah. And then last year we did a minced meat pie.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what's minced meat?
That's a good question.
It sounds like the cheap meat cut
Minced.
and put into a pie, which is what you should do if it's the cheap meat. That's the kind of thing that cheap meat would be for, like the cuts that you can't
So-
eat as a steak or something.
Taste wise, it's an awful lot like a shepherd's pie.
Okay, shepherd's pie, delicious.
So it's that kind
it's
of.
just that, like
the
a shepherd's
flavors-
pie is usually like chicken, right?
So there's shepherd's pie, and then there's. I think you are right. There's a
I mean, pot pie, but a shepherd's pie is like a
Maybe
pot
it's
pie.
pot. Right, but it's regular beef, right?
Yeah.
Typically, or lamb, I guess, probably.
Oh, yeah.
More often. But anyways, those kind of flavors where you got the gravies and the everything, but instead of the mashed potato on top, you have the pastry, and
Oh, like
the
the flaky.
yeah, but it's not a sweet pastry like a pie would be.
Yeah,
it's
with the sugars. And
right.
Stuff. This
It's
is more of
a
a savory.
what I viewed it as is kind of like a croissant, not quite as sweet as a croissant, but like that kind of the flaky but not sweet.
Okay,
Fantastic.
that sounds good.
I remember enjoying it, but I think it was probably one of those things where I was too stuffed from all the other food, and I was just
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I'm feeling right
Yeah,
now,
I don't dislike it, but I'm very full, and I don't need more meat.
and kind of miserable.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Yes,
this is good.
sad eating.
I should eat it.
Exactly.
All right.
So that's our typical Thanksgiving spread.
Yeah, that's a good spread.
I would imagine I'm missing items here and there.
Yeah. I think you covered most of the basics. Regular mashed potatoes?
So the way we do it is we usually have the twice bake, and then
Oh.
we have the insides that are extra insides. So
Okay.
you have mashed potatoes, but it's usually got the chives and the bacon.
Yeah.
So that it's not like just mashed potatoes,
Okay.
but that's what you use to bowl up the gravy.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't bowl up my gravy. I just pour it on everything.
Listen here, you're a monster.
Yeah, and proud of it. So
So is there anything that I did not mention that your normal spread would have?
just mashed potatoes. That would be the only thing. I think everything else is pretty common. The cherry pie is really common for us specifically, and pumpkin pie. So yeah, those are all the same. I do Brussels sprouts every year, usually the same with a vinaigrette and bacon. That's how I do them. Yams or sweet potatoes.
Right.
I do regular sweet potatoes, but most of the time when we do stuff with other family members, they do the type that you're talking about.
And didn't you smoke a turkey?
I usually smoke a turkey every year. We do the deep fried turkey, and then we do one in the oven.
Okay.
So a lot of times we'll do
I've
two or three
never,
of them.
believe it or not, being from the South, I've never done a deep fried turkey.
Really?
Which is weird.
I mean, it's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Don't deep fry your turkey if it's frozen.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. And also don't just drop it in, even if it's not frozen. Like
Gentle.
gently make sure
Very
there's not
slow.
too much oil. Like there's so many reasons that it's dangerous, but it's not if you're.
And also probably don't do it inside your kitchen.
Oh yeah, that's fair. definitely do it outside.
Yeah,
I didn't think I
100%,
had
like-
to say that.
Like
Okay.
out, not in the garage.
No, outside with
Way
no
out
trees
there.
around, no people around, no things that are flammable.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's got the right amount of oil. Make sure that the turkey is prepped properly and thawed.
And also, this is
and
not legal
set it
advice.
in nicely, and then also find real help. That's not us. But yeah, I do them. I haven't done one in a couple of years, but I used to do them every year. Like
I bet Butterball has like a how-to guide.
that would be a good place to look.
You can call
Don't
their
look with us.
you can call their
I have video
1-800
of me
number.
doing it though, if you want to find that. But
No,
it's just me and Artem dropping turkeys.
I don't want to take that liability.
You don't to watch. It's not a lot of liability to watch.
Listen,
Don't use it as a guide.
people sue for anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
Alrighty.
We're gonna wrap that up.
I am done with Thanksgiving. I am currently sitting on a couch with pie resting on my extended
They
belly.
can see you.
Pie.
This is, obviously we're recording this before Thanksgiving.
But while you're listening to it,
Right. As you're
I'm
listening
on
to
a
it,
couch with pie in a container full of
Cool Whip,
Cool Whip.
watching football
Fork or maybe just my hand.
from 1874. That's disgusting. Can you not
It's delicious.
stop licking
Why
it?
do you hate Cool Whip?
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip. Say cool.
Cool
Say whip.
Whip.
Say Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Oh, damn it.
All right, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
and we will
Thanksgiving.
see you eventually.
Yeah, I'm
once
sure
things
we'll be
calm down
back
and we
up.
get back to things.
We'll get another one out before Christmas, and then we'll try to do a Christmas one, I think.
And we need to do our Dookie shorts scale. 1 to 13, how much Dookie is going to be coming out of your shorts after you've had all this food?
I mean, it's a 13.
Easily 13.
It's a 13. Luckily, I'll be close to a bathroom, so hopefully it won't be in my shorts. But
it's-
unlike us, I hope that your Thanksgiving stays dookie free.
Fuck's sake. Bye, y'all.
Bye,
Happy
guys.
Thanksgiving. Bye. Fantastic.
How long
That's
was
a
it?
wrap.
How long was it?